Hmm. This is take two. Right, it's me. It's me again. I've been away a while. I haven't put anything on the YouTube. Ooh, what? Maybe 2-3 months. Yeah, okay, and the rest. Yeah, well, I'm back. Whether you like it or not. And I've actually moved my model railway from upstairs in the mezzanine floor in the front room, which is around a circuitous route through the house to this room here, which we find ourselves in at the moment. And this is a room which is a lot smaller than the mezzanine, so we used to be a bedroom. I made it as a bedroom, but it's not a bedroom anymore, obviously. So it's about, what, I don't know, about 4 metres, I suppose, by 4 metres. And just beginning to start laying out the beginnings of a railway. So I've got three boards, really. This one that you can see here, which is about 4 metres long, and then one going across the end of the room when it gets to whatever. It's back to front on this. When you watch yourself on these video things, it's back to front, and it is most disconcerting. So anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when it arrives at that end of the room, it goes round the corner, round. There's another top along the other side, which is a bit lower than this one, and then it comes up again and comes back along the other wall about, well, I don't know, about halfway. Okay, and then we've got sort of like a unit thing full of crap at the moment, which needs to be sorted. I need to put up a whole load of shelves for the buildings, which we've got, and yeah, I mean, I just need to get around to sorting stuff out. And I've been doing a lot of other stuff. I've been doing some 3D printing stuff. Too tight, yeah, I'm making a model boat with 3D printing. And then yeah, I've done some 3D printing for the 00 gauge. I'll show you what I've done in actual fact. It's where I said that we have a lower section to give us a bit of landscape difference, you know, because the trouble with the last one was it was all one level, wasn't it? It got a bit boring, and it was a bit big, and I didn't think I'd ever finish it. So everything has been put into boxes. And as I said, I've got a lower section, so I had an opportunity to make, to put in a viaduct, yeah, which is quite nice. Quite like viaducts. So this is it, what I designed and printed, right? I mean, it's not much design to a viaduct, is there, really? They all look the bloody same. They're all kind of like archy shaped and either brick or stone. Well, this one's stone. You could probably see the finish. I don't know whether you can see the finish on it. Okay, so this is part. There we go. Part of the viaduct. And it's made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections, which I printed separately and then glued them all together. And then on top of this, of course, we need the track bed. Okay, so I've made some of these. All right, so they'll go like that. Okay, so the train will run along there, along the track bed, and then to get it to the right height that I need it, I printed off a kind of like what do they call it? A leg. whatever. One of those, like a buttress thing, anyway. Yeah, so I'm getting on with that, but it'll take a long time to print, tell you. If you want it decent quality, anyway. And we'll finish up with that. I don't know how many, 2 of these, maybe 3 of these long. We'll see. We shall see. And I could have got a design. I could have got the design off the design channels. You know, the what do they call them? You know, things on the internet. You know, they gave me a pacemaker the other year, last year, I think, and it hasn't done a single thing for my bloody memory. I can't remember a sodding thing. You know, like Thingiverse is one that you look up, and there's all sorts of designs on it. And then there's a couple of others. Maker World is one I use a lot. And there is a guy on Maker World whose name, believe it or not, I've forgotten, who prints, who designs bits for people who make buildings with scale scenes. Yeah, I remember that, scale scenes, okay. I make most of my buildings from downloading scale scenes, apart from that one there, you can see, as a Metcalf. My mate gave me that one. I don't buy them. I think they're a bit expensive for what I do. I just like that by the cardboard and print off a piece of paper and stick it on. It takes, you know, 50 times as long to actually get to the finished object. But I keep telling myself it's more enjoyable. Keeps me off the streets. And the end effect, I think, is nicer actually. They've got some nice buildings in on scale scenes. Lovely, lovely buildings. Anyway, what this guy does, just to get around to the point I was trying to make, he designs the plastic to take the place of some of the 2mm cardboard that you have to stick out and glue together. Right. So it makes life a little bit simpler. In the next video, I'll take you through that, because these houses here along the wall, although they're sitting on the baseboard at the moment, they're going to be mounted up, with a kind of like a wall with buttresses on it underneath. There's bloody flies around everywhere today. Anyway, there are no flies on me. Well, there was actually. Anyway, yeah, buttress. So the walls and the buttresses are made out of the plastic, so I'm printing those off. And then all you do is find a glue that's going to stick paper to plastic. Not the easiest thing in the world, but and that way I shall mount these up a bit, and then I'll start laying the track. But as you can see, I've started laying the track. I've put it out. What I've got, I'll turn around because it's behind me somewhere. No, I'm telling you a lie, it's over there. I've got a book, Cyril Fraser, he did 3 Pico books, I think, with different tracks, and or part tracks, or shunting layouts, or, yeah, it was a whole combination of different things in these little books. They're very small books, they're not really big at all, you know, they're about that. And I picked a design out of one of those because they're tried and tested. Cyril Fraser's a good railway designer, or model railway designer, and so I've picked one of those out and laid the points and the track work, and try to put them in such a position that it's going to allow me to use the buildings that I want to use. There's nothing worse than putting a track down. You don't do it, do you? You don't put the track down and then try and fit the buildings in, because it don't work that way. So you kind of, I mean, I don't know what they do in real life. I think they put the buildings in first, don't they? I don't know. Anyway, if if you decide that you want a certain building in a certain position, then just make your tracks to fit up to it or around it or whatever. Because there's some quite large buildings, isn't there? I'm reusing stations, and I'm reusing all of my buildings, but the big ones, like the engine shed, is quite big. So I know where I want that, and so I've positioned that, and I've taken the tracks into it, which I'll show you next time. I think there will be a next time. Yeah, I'll be here next time. Anyway, it's just to let you know what's going on, really. If you're interested, that is. I don't know. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you again next time around. And look after yourself. Well, or, you know, that's the person. You've got to be correct, haven't you? The person who is watching. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Can't find the button.